Yo, what's good everyone? Welcome back to ACS Sneakers. My name is Aiden. On today's video, we are taking a look at 10 fire sneakers, all slated to release in the month of December. Now, before we get into that, I just want to say a huge thank you to my returning viewers. Thank you as always for supporting me and this channel. And to any new viewers, welcome to the channel. We do release brand new sneaker content just like this each and every week. So do make sure to smash that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you never miss a video just like this. And without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into the intro. Ho, 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 ho. Quick disclaimer before we do go any further with this video, all the information does come courtesy of the Soul Suppliers website. Now I will leave a link in my description area below to the Soul Suppliers website, just in case you want to check out their website or see these releases in any more detail. Now when it does come to the shoes itself, a lot of the time shoes can either be brought forward, pushed back or even delayed for any given reason, so please do take this information with a pinch of salt. With that said, let's go ahead and get into number one on the list. And kicking us off today, we have the Nike SB Dunk High in the Invert Celtics colourway, slated to release on December 1st for a retail price of £95. Now personally, I would say that this is definitely not a shoe that I could see myself wearing. I like that on the lateral side we do have this really nice furry suede material, but then on the medial side we do have this inverted Celtics colourway, which personally is throwing me off about this shoe. Although what I would say is there's quite a lot of hype surrounding it as far as what I've been able to see on social media. And I do think a lot of people are interested in this colourway. I had a quick look on StockX. The price isn't that high considering the shoe hasn't even released yet. And as you'll probably know by now, when a shoe does release, that StockX price does gradually start to come down in the first few weeks. If you really are interested in this shoe, it will be available via the Sneakers app as well as via raffle, so do make sure you are entering every single raffle possible just to give yourself the best chance. And next up on our list, we are taking a look at the Nike Dunk High in the Varsity Purple colourway, releasing on December 3rd for a retail price of £95. Now, unlike the other Dunk High that we took a look at earlier on in the video, this for me is definitely a shoe I want in the personal collection, and it's definitely something I want to bring you guys the review of. I do need to point out this is actually a women's exclusive release, so there is going to be quite limited sizing, but for me personally as a UK size 9 men's, I'm definitely going to be able to get my pair in my size, so that for me is a massive win. But for you guys who have bigger feet and you are in the bigger categories, unfortunately this isn't going to be able to accommodate you for this particular release. I took a quick look on StockX. The price is quite decent considering the colourway, and to me, I actually think this is really nice. Definitely reminiscent of what we saw with the Jordan 1 Court Purples, which unfortunately I took an L on, so this is quite a nice substitute for me personally. So I'm definitely going all out to add this to the collection. It will be available via both Sneakers app as well as on raffle, so if you are interested, do make sure you are entering every single raffle possible. This is going to sell out. And next up on our list, we are taking a look at the Nike Air Max 1 Powerwall in the Lemonade colourway, scheduled to release on December 4th for a retail price of £125. Now, this is the third instalment on the Powerwall lineup, following on from the Limeade as well as the Strawberry Lemonade. And for me, this happens to be the second best behind that original Limeade colourway. Now, for me personally, with it being December, I'm trying to be a little bit more selective as to what pairs I want in the personal collection. So for me, I'm going to pass on this one. It's not necessarily something I want to wear personally. But with that said, I'll still try and get the shoe to bring you guys that review. Now, this is available on StockX at slightly above retail. So if you guys do miss out for retail, you should be able to get a pair pretty easily. It will be available via both Sneakers app as well as via raffle, so if you are wanting this shoe, just enter every single raffle possible to give yourself the best chance. And next up on our list, we are taking a look at the J Balvin Jordan 1 High in the multicolourway, slated to release on the 4th of December for a retail price of £165. Now, I'm probably going against the grain here, but to me, this is an awful shoe, absolutely ugly shoe. But with that said, I can see a lot of people really excited for it, and I can completely appreciate why. This isn't a shoe that I want to wear personally, but when you see that resale price on StockX, you can absolutely see why people are excited for this release. The numbers are incredible at the moment. In my size in particular, it's over £1,000. And of course, that's going to come down when the shoe does release in the first couple of days, but I do see it going up quite a lot more after release. So if you are interested in getting this shoe either to have for the personal collection or just to resell, this will be available on Sneakers app as well as via raffle. So as I've mentioned already, just enter every single raffle possible just to give yourself the best possible chance. And next up on our list, we are taking a look at the Air Jordan 4 Sashiko in the Deep Ocean colourway, releasing on December 5th for a retail price of £190. Now for me personally, this colourway isn't doing very much for me. It's not a shoe that I'm going for. Personally, I'm going for the Fire Red 4s that release at the end of November, and by the time this video comes out, hopefully, I'll already have this shoe in my possession. But if you guys are really interested in this colourway, the resale price does suggest that it's going to be a pretty difficult shoe to get for retail. As if you take a look at StockX, the shoe is going for about £350 in my size, which is considerably higher than retail. But that will start to come down gradually when the shoe does release, but then I can see it going up quite high after release as well. But this shoe is going to be available via both Sneakers app as well as raffles as well. So as I've mentioned throughout, just make sure you're entering every raffle just to give yourself the best possible chance. But for me personally, this is definitely going to be a pass. And next up on our list, we are taking a look at the Yeezy 350 V2 in the bread colourway, re-releasing on December 5th for a retail price of £180. Now, for anyone who's ever told you that the Yeezy hype is dead, just see their reaction when this shoe does release on December 5th. People are already going crazy for it, and you can absolutely see why. It is definitely an OG colourway. It's definitely a shoe that a lot of people really do like, but to be honest, for me, if I get it, I'm happy. If I don't, it's not the end of the world. This shoe is going to do really well for resale, and I can see a lot of people pretty much doing everything possible to add this into their collection. This will be available via the ADIDAS app. It's not yet confirmed if it will be also available via raffles, so do make sure you are keeping an eye out on the Source Supplier website, where they do have raffle guides as well, so that's pretty handy if you are trying to get this shoe for personal. And next up on our list, we are taking a look at the Air Jordan 11 Jubilee, scheduled to release on December 12th for a retail price of £190. Now, for anyone who's watching this video that doesn't already know, we've already taken an early look at the Air Jordan 11 Jubilee, and I will leave a link above in the cards if you do want to check out my review. Now, this shoe will be releasing via both the Sneakers app and the Nike app as well, which definitely does indicate that there's quite a lot of stock, and it's not yet being confirmed if it is going to be available via raffle. Now, for anyone who's really interested in getting their hands on pairs, I do expect that it's going to be pretty easy. Not easy enough to not go on release day, but I do expect that a lot of people who want them will be able to get them. And initially, in the short term, I can't really see the resale price being that high. If you did, not manage to get them for retail, head over to StockX. The price is pretty reasonable, to be completely honest. And personally, I think it's an incredible shoe, and it's something I'm really glad to have in the collection already. And next up on our list, we are taking a look at the Air Jordan 1 in the dark Mocha colourway, finally releasing on December 19th for a retail price of £140. Now, there was a shock drop recently on the Sneakers app, and it did seem like a lot of people managed to get their hands on pairs, but with that said, on the general release, I can expect that it's going to sell out instantly. The resale price is already really high, and personally, I can see it going up quite a lot from this point as well. A lot of people are going after this shoe. I can absolutely see why, and this is definitely a colourway that's massively grown on me since we've been waiting for this shoe to release here in the UK. So personally, I'm doing everything possible to get this pair. I'll be keeping an eye out for any updated raffle information, like you should as well on the Source Supplier website. And if I do hear anything, I will also be posting it on my Instagram page at ACS Sneakers, so do make sure to give me a follow. And next up on our list, we are taking a look at the Yeezy 700 V3 in the clear brown colourway, releasing on December 21st for a retail price of £180. Now, for me personally, this is the best V3 colourway we've had in the entire year so far. If you take a look at the V3s we've seen this year, we had the Azareth, which I was a massive fan of. Then we had the Safflower, which personally I passed on. I really wasn't feeling that colourway, to be completely honest. And this for me has to be the best of the bunch. I do expect resale to be quite high on this shoe. It's a really nice shoe for this time of year, and the V3 is quite a, a highly respectable shoe amongst the Yeezy releases. It does seem to get a little bit more hype than, say, the 350. Now, personally, I can only see this shoe being available via raffle and ADIDAS, but I'm not sure if it will be available, under any other circumstances. This is definitely a shoe that I want for personal, as well as to bring you guys a review. So for me, this is definitely going to be a must cop. And last, but by no means least, we have the Air Jordan 11 Adapt, releasing on December 30th for a retail price of £380. Now, for me, that price point is definitely a stumbling block. I really want this pair for a review, but I'm really not sure if I'm going to be keeping it for personal, even if I can get my hands on a pair. Now, for me, the Adapt technology is the next step in sneaker culture, and I definitely want to see, what the fuss is about, just probably like a lot of you guys as well. So hopefully you will be seeing a review of the Air Jordan 11 Adapt in the very near future. It is going to be available via Sneakers app, and I do expect that it will be available via raffle as well. I'm really unsure as how it's going to do in terms of resale, so I would recommend checking out StockX and Go just to kind of get a sense of, what it's going to be like after release. Now, I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who stuck around to this point in the video. Please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, hitting that bell notification, and I hope to see you again in the next one.